Hello friends, I'm just getting ready to start broadcasting. So I made a video yesterday explaining the relationship between Sama'i Thaqil and Georgiana. I thought of expanding on that. I had an interesting comment and discussion about the Sama'i Thaqil and its origin and the way it is. And I thought of developing on that to show the similarity among the beats that consist of the Moshahat rhythm system in the Arabic classical singing genre. And within the Moshahat, there are many of slow combined beats, whether odd or straight, but they follow the same progression. They are built in the same way, and I'll be explaining just little by little. Just to show that similarity, we have a few beats like the Iqsaq Sama'i, which is the 9/8, slow 9/8, with an Arabic feel to it. That means there's those, it starts with one dum, and it has a two dum in the middle. So that's the thing I was referring to, that you'll see few different meters like that in different counts, but they share this kind of two dum right toward the middle or a little bit after that. So to demonstrate immediately, the Iqsaq Sama'i, the 9, it goes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So you can see it has dum, tap, and then dum, dum, tap. So that's the 9. The Sama'i Thaqil itself, the 10/8, it shares also the same accent, the same way, but in 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So you see also how the two dum system happens there. We go to 11/8, which is always. Also it has the same progression. You'll see it has an extra dum somewhere there, but the two dums in the end are also valid, they're clear. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 1, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Dum, as, dum, as, as, dum, dum, as. That's the 11. 12, the Mudawwar Masri in particular, you'll see that has three dums in the middle, and it follows the same progression. Dum, as, as, dum, 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 as, as, 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Okay? The Rafat, 13/8, also it follows the same progression. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. And so on. There's the 17 has that, and other things. So just the point here to show that you can see it's a collective of rhythms strung in the same manner, and to take just the Sama'i Thaqil beat itself and interpret that as it's part of another tradition, which is the Ottoman tradition, you just have to look further within that to see why only is it the 10/8 taken by the Ottomans, but this 10/8 sounds like it belongs to a whole genre, you know. And again, seeing the almost sheer amount of songs, poems, that were composed on a Sama'i Thaqil, on a 10/8 in Arabic. Like I myself know at least 5 or 6 of them. There's even more. So just to tell you, that's another thing, that this beat is ingrained more in the Arabic classical singing, and furthermore, even in the popular genre. In some places in northern Syria, in Halab, Aleppo, other places, they can just sing popular poems and things like that using the 10/8 Sama'i Thaqil beat. There are a couple of examples on that. So from this point, you know, I hope the idea is coming across clear, that when you look at the beats and their origin and the way they form, you can see there's a certain progression happened throughout history. So far for me, it's been since the days of the Abbasi dynasty, called the Abbasi dynasty. They start building little by little, and then until the time where the whole tradition reached Spain, that's when it was spread more. But there was prior work happening in Baghdad, in Damascus, in Aleppo, in Cairo, on the music itself, and then developing the beats and things like that. And again, you can see those beats that they sound the same. They have closer way of approaching them, and then each of those beats has many more shahat built to it, and we still sing them until now. They're unnecessarily from the days of the Abbasid, but again, just the development and the progression and the evolution of the musical systems from that time ended up making this, and even developing instruments. There's another topic we can talk about sometimes. Where did the riff come from? What's the development of the riff, and how did it come about, and why is it this way? And well, we'll be happy to talk about it. This live feed was about just to explain this point, to attach it to the other video. But if you have any questions about any other topics, I'm going to be going live again. And if you're interested, I'll be happy to answer a few questions and keep the line open and demonstrate and talk about the music. And for the Sama'i Thaqil and this talk about classical beats, if anybody has any information, you can provide historical or documents or facts or even recordings. It's always appreciated to add to the knowledge, to just to make sure that we are saying the right things and trying to explain history in a better context, to be able to preserve the music. Sometimes you have to know what are the bases of preserving this music. Why are you preserving it? What's the thing that you can count on? And good luck to everybody, and thank you again.